Welcome to B2B Marketing and More with your host, Pam Didner. As a leading marketing and sales enablement strategist, keynote speaker, and author, Pam created this podcast to share her professional experience and insights and to help you be a better B2B marketer. Never miss an episode by subscribing on Apple Podcasts. Now let's get started.
Good morning from Portland again. It has been super chilly lately and rainy, and it's cold. My husband was like, hey, does it matter to you? You're always inside working anyway. True. But who doesn't like a ray of sunshine shining through the window, okay? While I was waiting for the sun, I received an email from Kate. In her email, she mentioned that she has been an account manager for several companies. She started as a senior account manager with a new company about a year ago. From her perspective in that role, she has identified a large gap, especially in marketing and sales collaboration. So her manager asked her to create a new role to address these gaps. She read my book and loved it. Thank you, Kate. Thank you so much. She wanted to have a chat to discuss how to better define her new job. Well, first of all, Kate, congratulations. It's wonderful that your manager asked you to define your own new role. That's a true endorsement. It says you've been doing a fantastic job and you earned enough of his or her trust so that you can write your own job description. Kudos to you, my friend. Kudos. So here's the approach I told Kate to take so that she can create a win-win job description, not just for her, but also for her group. Given that Kate being with the company for over a year as account manager, she knows where she's having trouble getting support from marketing and what she can do to guide marketing and other internal stakeholders to better address these gaps. I suggested that she do a quick 30 minutes exercise on her own, and this is what she should do. She needs to answer one question. Say, in a perfect world, if she could wave a magic wand to get any support from marketing, any support from marketing that she needs, what would that look like? I told her to write nonstop for 15 minutes about anything that comes to her mind. All right, so that's the first step. Then spend the remaining 15 minutes reading the list out loud. Edit and refine the list to identify the areas that she will own, that marketing will own, and the others that they will need to work together on. Now she has a rough description of the sales enablement job. Okay? We're going to set that aside, kind of like cooking. You prepare for like a portion of the dishes, and then you will set that aside, and then you will do something else. All right, step number 2. What is step number 2? The step number 2 is to interview stakeholders such as marketing, inside sales, outside sales, and even the product development team. Ask them if they were a sales enablement role within the company. What do they think that role should do? It's better to talk to them rather than having, say, a quick email exchange. With Zoom, Google Hangouts, GoToMeeting, and even Microsoft Teams, it's very easy to do virtual conferencing. Put your headset on, turn on the camera, and have a great old chat with your internal stakeholders. The reality is that they'll give her a laundry list which will need to be pared down. Therefore, it's important at the end of that conversation or each conversation with your internal stakeholder to ask them to prioritize and give her a top 3. Just 3. What are the top 3 things that they would like to see a sales enablement manager do? The benefit of talking to stakeholders is so that the job description is not created in a silo. Plus, they may identify some things that Kate didn't even think about. Imagine that. All right. The next step, Kate can compare her list with the internal team's priorities. This will help her write a second draft of the job description. And out of that draft, she can also identify what she won't do. to set expectations upfront and ensure that everyone is on the same page. And here's one more tip. In addition to getting the job description right, I told Kate, for a new role like this, she needs to identify one big initiative and several quick wins from the start. The quick wins are low-hanging fruit that she can achieve to show success and build traction. A big initiative is likely to take several months or a year to complete and involve and engage with internal stakeholders. Most importantly, here's this big trick. She can use the big initiative to request budget and a headcount and start building her own team. If you ever had a chance to write your own job description, I suggest you try this approach and see if it works for you. Again, if you like this podcast, B2B Marketing and More with Pam Didner, please subscribe on Apple Podcasts. If you like to watch videos, no problem. Check out my YouTube channel simply by typing Pam Didner. You'll find my channel and subscribe, please. For any questions, you know where to find me and send them my way. In the meantime, please be well, and I'll talk to you next week. Take care.
If you enjoyed this podcast, please share it with your colleagues and leave a review on Apple Podcasts.